Okay, so, I didn't mean to start this video just yet. I wasn't ready. I don't have my glasses on. This is gonna become a problem really quickly. I have to be really still and be really careful that I don't hit my camera setup because it is on a gooseneck, and any kind of movement or shaking will cause it to shake, and yeah. Anyway, so, back and forth is what we're gonna do. I want to make a quick video, and I want to say this is going to be a quick video. This is going to be a shit video. Kind of the whole purpose of this video is just to get it done. Like, really. I'm stacking samples right now. Friend called me like right before, and I was like, oh no, let me do this first. And so I'm like, oh crap, let me do this. So anyway, this video is a long time in coming. I can't tell you originally when it was even supposed to be done, but I can tell you it was quite some time ago at this point. Oh my god, there's so much here. I would show you, but I can't. I have a pile of stuff that I'm like working through, trying to pick out these pieces so I can show you. Like context, but also like let's put all of my stuff, like my tools together, like where they fucking belong, so I can find them. So we're gonna talk real quick about it's titled my needle tatting thread, but needle tatting, shuttle tatting, whatever. It's not really one or the other. It's whatever. So usually when I do these hauls, or it's not a haul. Usually when I do my Stashcast and I'm talking about materials, I usually break up the post. So I'll have a big one that covers everything, and then I usually have amounts of things, and then I break them up further than that. We're not doing that this time because because we're not, and I wasn't prepared and I wasn't ready, and I was like, oh my god, you're not ready, but you just need to do this. You need to get this video done. And I'm like, I do need to get this video done. And so here we are, multitasking, like looking all around. And again, I acknowledge that I look like shit right now. I've also got some probably just thoughts about that too. So yeah. Anyway, I'm Aradia, your resident witch, courage looks over to Radia's hand and Danae's divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, energy work, and on Sundays I try to do my Stashcasts. I've been doing a couple of series of Stashcasts where it's been like several posts that are related. So like we've talked about needle tatting, shuttle tatting, talked about needle felting. We're getting ready to talk about bobbin lace. I'm very excited about that one because it's been like forever since I have even done any, and I'm gonna have to like seriously like brush up on it to even fucking talk about it, honestly. But the purpose of these is to share some of the stuff that I have like for these arts and whatnot, because the thing with it is that, when you're starting, especially when you're starting, it can be like really hard to decide, well, what do you need and what's good and what do you want to start with, and like it can get overwhelming, and oh my god, there's so many options, so yeah, that's part of the purpose. And it's also just like to share something, like bits and pieces. It's kind of a behind the scenes, this is what I'm working on, kind of a really long form, drawn out behind the scenes, because when am I going to be done with these things? Usually I have a lot of things in the works for like a long period of time, and so when am I going to be done? Like when, I mean, what phase in the process of making, like, am I, right? Because like when I'm in the making and the planning process and everything like that, whatever it is, it might not be coming out like any anytime soon. And whereas, okay, I've practiced a bunch or I've done it a bunch. Now I'm like, okay, we're developing. So, right. So there's a anyway. Oh my god. I threw all of this thread together is what I did. This is what it's looking like. I just said, oh my god, thread! Just threw it together. It is. And I have this other thing started too. Just don't ask me about this. This, I want to get started on it so bad, and I can't because I can't. Because I have other things I have to do. Oh my gosh. I have so much to share with y'all, but we're going to have to tease it out over a period of time. We can't everything right now. Yes, this video is becoming longer and longer because I can't stay focused. Hello. Thank you, ADD, for your help today. So, anyway, if you want to see the threads I'm talking about, these are some of them. You would have seen these in a haul. I don't know when. I think these and the shaded browns, which I may not have even shared yet, or I did. I don't know. If I did share them, I'm gonna link them, and we're gonna make that note right now because I'm gonna forget if I don't do it right now, because that's how this works. For the veterans of this channel, this is how it works. If I don't make notes while I'm doing stuff, if I haven't made them already, I will forget. Okay. So anyway, yeah. But the reality is almost all of the textiles and all the fibers that I use, can be used for anything else, right? So, you can use this for crochet, knit, weaving, needlepoint cross stitch, weaving. If I didn't already say that, I don't know, I may or may not have. You can use all these things for anything. The only thing that's really it's not inappropriate, right? But the only thing that's not really a great fit is when you're talking about singles. But otherwise, anything can be used for anything. And the reason that singles aren't great is because singles, so here is an example. This yarn right here is plied. Okay, I don't even know what's going on right now. But that's what is this? What is this business? Who knotted this and why? I don't know. For illustrative purposes, we're not going to take this apart. But you see that it's got a twist to it, right? And if I do this, you can see those strands. Yeah, that's the ply. So this is I think this is a 4-ply. Yeah, so that means 4 different strands individually are spun one way, and then those 4 strands are spun together in the opposite direction, because if you keep spinning, it just puts too much tension in the fiber, and it'll unspin. And if you've ever wound something up too much, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, that spinning back on itself basically gives it strength. And that's why even this, right? Even this has got tinier strands. Because in and of itself, by itself, when you're talking about something it's actually good that I'm doing this, because this is kind of a pretty decent example. This right here is not plied. This is a single, which means if I tug on it really hard, it's gonna do that, right? Because there's no integrity to it. So when you spin things together, you give it more strength and durability. And so yeah, so theoretically you can use anything for anything as long as you do it right. But ideally, right, you would use something that's plied. A lot of times you're using mercerized cotton because it's got a sheen to it. Cotton is also, it shows stitches really, really nicely, like really nicely. And sorry, boom, there you go. Like, this is just an example of me having, like, made something. Oh, my glasses fit in here. Oh my god, my glasses fit in here. That's so cute. Okay, stop. Something wrong with you. Anyway, but yeah, the whole purpose of it is for me to just, like, make shuttle or needle tatted stuff. When I was doing my needle tatting, I was using this thread, but I was using pretty much anything, really, because I made my butterfly tags for my products with needle tatting, just because that was easier for me to start, like shuttle tatting at the time that I started tatting, like fucking witchcraft, and I was like, that does not even, like, make sense as, like, an action to take with your hands. I don't know how, like, you could do that. And it is not that doing it with a needle is less, like, madness. But yes. So, yeah, I promise, like, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to fuck this. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so, like, this is like not fishing line, but this is, like, something you would use in a kind of fishing situation. Certain things, like, cotton has a tendency to, like, work in back on itself, so that's really handy. And, like, something like this is really pretty. This has a nice sheen, but it's really silky. And so when it comes to, like, pulling things tight, this is going to be, like, a nightmare. Like, even putting a knot in this is going to be a pain in the ass. So, like, those kinds of things are not, they're not the best. However, I say this, but also say that I like to use things that maybe aren't meant originally for it, because it gives the finished piece, like, a different look, and a different feel. And then, of course, the, like, larger yarn, like, this is going to make a bigger thing. And I think I have a finished piece in here that I can show you. I'm just trying to, let's see. I'm looking for something that is the right. Hey, stop doing that. Sitting here licking her fucking foot. She's gonna lick a damn hole in her foot. Okay, this is decent. Okay, so I want to say this and this design are the same thing. This is needle tatted. This is shuttle tatted. You notice how this is, like, a tighter design. This design and this design are the same design, and then this design. So, like, this is number 10 thread. I think this is sport. It's either 2 or 3 weight yarn. Sport or DK, I can't remember. And this is worsted. And you see how, like, those are, like, these are close together because this is, like, a 2 or a 3 and this is a 4. Or this is thread. So yeah, like, those things make a difference in, like, how they look and how they turn out. And not whether they turn out, because again, you can, if you've got the patience, you can do it with anything. That sounds bad. But it's true. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, like, this is just me, like, just distractedly trying to answer these questions. So, like, I have been doing a lot of practice with these. This is a motif that is in a tatting book that I have a digital copy of, and it's literally there. It's just for me to practice over and over again. That's all it is, and that's how I've been using it. So like I will just make them and make them and make them and make them until like my shuttle tatting is like really good. I haven't needle tatted. Hey, what are you doing? Dog. I haven't needle tatted any of these things because that book is all based on the presumption that you're using shuttle tatting. So like you can translate the patterns. Like there's a few things that you do a little differently, but like the concept is still the same. But anything on the shuttle will be a lot tighter a design because of the way the work is done, if that makes sense. Like when you, and here's an example, like this is that, and this is like the same motif, right? But that's so small, and it's tight because it's when you needle tat, you have the needle in some of the work at one point. When you shuttle tat, it's never in the work like that, which means what's in the center of the work is thread, and as tight as you can pull it is as tight as you can compress it. So that's why they'll look like a lot different basically. But yeah, no, that's it. Anything you want to use for shuttle or needle tatting, you can. Honestly, as long as you have the imagination and the patience to do it, you're good to go. But yeah, I got most of the Aunt Lydia's from this video. It's like bucking all over the place. Okay, so it's just a testament to my brain noise today. Okay, but the I don't know. Brain just like stopped. Most of the Aunt Lydia's I've gotten from most of it I've gotten from Michael's. I may have gotten some from Walmart. Like I might have gotten some from Joann. I may have gotten some from AC Moore when it still existed. But most of it's probably from Michael's. I know one of them I think was donated, and it's like there's a cream color, so this kind of cream ecru color like that was donated, but the rainbow color was new. Oh god, my leg. Yeah, so just wherever. Kind of better, I would say, to use new stuff for this particular stuff, just because the amount of strain you're going to put on it, pulling at it if the thread is weak, which it can like wear down and be not as strong as it gets older, would probably snap it. And so like this is one of those things that you would probably definitely not want to use something that's like old. Not that you can't recycle, but you would just have to treat it with more care, basically. But yeah, anything I can get my grubby little paws on, I'm using. So, I will probably link the Aunt Lydia's. There's a red. It's not a purple. It's not red and purple. There's a purple. It's the purple and blue. I gotta be honest with you. I have no idea where I got this. I don't have any. Like, I think it was a donation. So that one I can't like tell you where I got it, but like all the Aunt Ladies I can, and I can't tell you where I got this because this was probably just commandeered from something, honestly. So I don't like, this is like stuff that people use in like fishing and tackle boxes and whatnot. Like I can tell you that because it's some synthetic fiber. But yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, thanks for hanging out while I'm like doing everything, looking all around. Honestly, this video almost didn't get made. So like little bonus pay by the way. I'm sure that you've noticed I haven't been here. If you look over at my gaming channel, I've been there a little more. But just, I haven't, because this, right? So I had a really specific setup in the place that I live now. Like I'd gotten my setup just so, and then I got rid of my desk, and I got a new one, and because of the nature, hey, stop. Because of the nature of my desk, I had to put it on a completely different part of the room, which means that right there, over there, that's where the window is, and that also means that like I can't sit at my desk with the window behind me and film. So I would have to sit with the wall that's over there behind me. And there's like a whole bunch of stuff there because I didn't plan this desk move out at all. Okay. My desk is like 63 inches long. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. Like I love my desk. But this was not it was kind of like I was gonna eventually buy it, but I got the means to buy it and I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy it now. And then I got the rest of my gaming setup when I did that, and I've been like slowly building more parts to my gaming setup, and like I had a different like gaming setup storage before, and like I've made a bunch of changes to like my setup, which means we'll have more studio share stuff to set. For a lot of different reasons, like unexpectedly, like I didn't think I was going to be to get the desk as soon as I did. I have a new desk. I don't have a new chair. I had to move a bunch of stuff to put the desk where it went. So like my home is in like horrific disarray, because I'm going to school full time, working full time, having to juggle all parts of my life. Yeah. This is why I look like shit. It's awesome. And, keep up with school, keep up with work, deal with the dog, family stuff, and just personal stuff. And it's a lot. Okay. It's a lot. And then my work stuff, like with y'all. So, yeah, pardon me for dropping the ball multiple times. My bad. Also, like, just like with the divorce and all the stuff that's changing the move, and just like, what's the word? Like, I don't know, not rebuilding, but like having to put my life back together over the last like several years, because just like so much has happened, has been a lot. And then I keep having these bouts of like things happening, and then like trying to juggle things, and like I said, I'm doing so many new things. Like I bought a bass, I bought skates, I have drumsticks. I'm gonna teach myself to play bass. I mean, with help. Learn to play drums, learn to roller skate, and then I'm gonna have a couple of hobbies that are like literally just things that I do for me, because like most of my hobbies, like people see me do these things and they're like, oh, is that a hobby? I'm like, it isn't actually. No, that's like work. And so it doesn't give me any kind of decompression. It's not like I enjoy doing it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love doing it. Love making things. But it doesn't hit the same way as something that is just purely for enjoyment. The only thing at this point that I'm doing for pure enjoyment, just because I want to do it, is reading. And even that like has eked a little, like reading and lettering, like even those have eked a little bit into my work, because like I share like book reviews like unofficially here, right? And not a book review, but just like a very informal kind of situation, that kind of thing. And it's not even like a review. It's like, oh my god, this is what I'm reading and this is what I loved about it. And like I shared like the actual review like in a free space, but like I talk about it like on video here with y'all. So yeah. Anyway, I gotta go because the light is dwindling. Like right now it's still light because it's not fucking summer yet, and so it's still like light at this like late ass time in the day. Like it's just now 6. And listen, okay, at this point in the year, like it's bright. Like that's the window. The blinds are closed, but that's a fucking window over there. But like that's the thing, right? That's the thing. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Like, I thought this video was gonna be a lot shorter than it was. Sorry, I guess? I don't know. I had to call a friend back. I said I would call them back. I'm like, I haven't called them back yet. Because I've been fiddling around with this stuff. But, anyway. So, I'm gonna try and link that stuff that I mentioned earlier. It's probably gonna be linked later than when I post this, because I'm still doing this and doing that and doing this, and yeah, Sunday scaries. Have to go to work tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that. Like, I'm already dreading it. Don't even know where I'm going, and I'm just like, because I live in when people are like, oh my god, do you like what you do though, right? I'm like, I'm not gonna answer that question. Don't. Like, I'm it's funny when I tell people, they're like, oh my god, you like what you do? I'm like, I'm really good at what I do. That's the answer I give people. They're like, oh, and I'm like, I don't hate what I do. Like, I don't. There are definitely some parts to what I do that I would love to not deal with. Like, 100%. But that's kind of the thing with anything, right? Like, every part of everything is not going to be pleasant, and it's not really a big deal, in the grand scheme of things. But like this idea, and look, tangent, okay, but this idea that you have to like love every part of your job, like that is a cute idea that's, at this point, in this juncture of society and capitalism and the shit that we're living through collectively, that's not realistic. You know what you need to do, Shug, is you need to survive. You need to pay your bills. You need to get through today. And then you need to get through tomorrow. And you just need to keep doing that. And eventually, a lot of time will pass. And maybe you'll be on the other side of it. Maybe you won't. But time will in fact pass regardless. So yeah, not to like wax all, oh god, my leg, not to wax all bitter and nihilistic, but it's not even that, like, really. But like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, there are people dying, there are people starving, there is the trash fire of the United States, just all kinds of shit going on. And so sometimes all you can do is just get to the next moment and just keep doing that. So yeah, it's a nice little depressing note that we're gonna end this on. I'm gonna go though. I'm gonna go. I got an energy drink that's like, why didn't you drink me yet? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm working on it. I totally almost fell asleep earlier. If that would have been a disaster. I had a headache half of yesterday morning or more, and now I've got this. So thanks for being here, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna get back to our longer form breakdown. We're gonna start talking about Bob and Lease next weekend, I believe it is. Hold on, let me not lie to you though. Did I like lose an entire, no I didn't. No, that's not true. Next Sunday is our last Sunday, so it's Sunday with Book Bay. But the Bob and Lace segment is going to start up in June. So Adelaide's being a baby. Look forward to that. And until then, I'm gonna slowly but surely try to improve our video recording situation so that it's not utter shit, okay? Thank you for your patience in this matter. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. Okay, bye.